Hello, welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Tarot. Let's get the background right. I'll get it together. But okay, welcome to my channel. I said that. Okay, yeah. So this video is gonna be for cardinal signs. I'm gonna put us all together. So I'm gonna be talking about Libra, Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. So cardinal signs, they're like, I was gonna say like me first, but that's that Aries energy though. But because y'all are cardinal signs, y'all are usually like leaders, and usually like the first to do something. Like it's your idea, like it's the first. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say like it's probably like Libra is probably the first like with the ideas and shit like that. Cancer is probably the first that wants to set the tone in the room or like the vibe and shit like that. Aries probably the first that'll be like, oh, like this shit is cool, like bring it to the group and shit like that. And Capricorn, they might be the first millionaire of their family or something. I don't know. Successful. I think about that mystical rap. Young, successful, sex symbol. Now bitches one but above. What? I don't know. Okay, so my intuitive messages is ego and reality or perception. So because you could be like a leader, okay, so when you're a leader, that means people are following you, you know what I'm saying? So you could have that, but I'm talking about that attitude of like, you might suggest to people like, oh, you should do this, you know what I'm saying? And everybody might not take it too kindly to that. So I was gonna say though, ego, like in reality, it could be ego, so maybe somebody needs to check their ego, but the ego could also be somebody else's perception, like somebody thinks that you have a big ego or something like that, and it could not be true. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like to say like if 3 people say something, then I'll look at it. Other than that, I'm living my life. You dig? Okay, so I'm gonna do an elemental cross spread, 5 card spread. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about the past, the present, any help that you need, the obstacles and challenge, and outcome and future energy. So this is for the cardinal signs, all 4 of y'all: Libra, Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. So the way I'm gonna do this though is that when I read the energies, you're gonna know if it's either you or if it's people around you or what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Okay. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the ones that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? The ones that fuck with me and that's ascending to highest white light you heard, and that's going to protect us during this reading. Make sure you got clear, direct, concise messages for the cardinal signs. So much gratitude, you heard? Gratitude and appreciation is the word, you heard? Okay, so I need 5 cards. Elemental cross spread. I need 5 cards for Libra, Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. For my cardinal signs, I need 5 cards, please. I was gonna say, take your time. 5, don't take your time. I was just joking. 5 cards, please. Maybe somebody's waiting on something. Somebody's waiting on somebody to get to the juice. Maybe somebody's waiting on juice. Okay. Oh, my back. The way I bent. I did not bend in a good way. Okay, so first card in the past. Ooh. Scorpio energy, death card. Present. Let's get a card for the present. Okay. I'm going to show you all the cards in the end, okay? All right, so the third card is hope. And then 4th is obstacles and challenges. Oh, shit. That makes sense. That makes sense that I haven't do the reading yet. Okay, and outcome and future. My cardinal signs. Outcome and future. upcoming future. Hmm. Okay. Bottom deck, we got the Page of Swords. I was gonna say it could be spying energy, but Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. What is this? The Page of Swords. I don't know. You could be blocking people. That's at the bottom of the deck, though. That don't really count. No, it do though. Everything count. Okay, so the Death card, is the past card, right? Is the past. So in the past, mm, I could say that like you're going through a transformation, and because death is like a transition. So in any aspect of how you see it. So anyway, so in the past, I'm thinking like a transition or like a transformation, because that's Scorpio energy. Or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Or you could have it in your chart. Um, it's like certain ways that you used to do something, you're not doing it like that anymore. Like you're putting death to that. This isn't the Hermit card, but Virgo and Scorpio are very similar. I'm feeling like you could have spent like some time like maybe hibernating or something, or to yourself or something like that during your transformation, like your cocoon period. Okay. And it was something out of your control. You could have experienced a death though. My condolences. You could have experienced a death in the past. It could be something that affects you, or made you who you are, really. You know? I would say duh, definitely. Okay, so anyway. Present is the Queen of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I feel like slow motion. So I don't know if somebody's trying to be like, what's that word? I'm getting like Pink Panther energy. I don't know about Pink Panther, the cartoon. Wasn't he like sneaking around and shit like that? I don't know, but in the presently, Queen of Wands, like I feel like you're in your bag, like you're feeling good, you're feeling confident about yourself. You could have just got a haircut, or you could have just got your hair done. Maybe got a new outfit. Like you're feeling yourself, you're feeling good. Presently, okay. And then hope. I feel like with the Magician card, the help, this is Gemini energy. Hope is God. Like I just feel like that. But I feel like it's like you helping yourself though, also, because like all these, like I'm doing elemental cross spread, but I was gonna say that like the Magician, he has access to the pentacles, the cup, the sword, and the wand. He has access to that. And also with this infinity symbol, that's like God. That's like, I was gonna say all that is and all that will be, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So I feel like with this being help is like maybe you learned to help yourself. I was gonna say being a cardinal sign, you could have been the first person maybe in your family to do something, or to be doing something. Yeah. So your help, I feel like your help comes from the Most High, but also it comes, God uses people. So, and also all these like resources and stuff that you have, I was gonna say at your disposal, but it's not really like a cocky energy though. It's like a knowing energy, like, yeah. So, and even if you're not like that, like I feel like that's what's being suggested. That way you can stay in your own lane and like have your blinders on. So you're not looking around at anybody else or other people's paper or stuff like that. So you can really manifest what you want to see. You heard? Okay. So obstacles and challenges is the Seven of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So this is like people, this is like people, I was gonna say smile in your face whole time and want to take your place. But also, I'm not sure where I got this from, but something about the two swords being home, and like this person leaving the house with like maybe information or something like that. It's like a really like untrustworthy energy. Okay. So that's the obstacles and challenges. That's the obstacle and challenge. Like make sure that nobody you don't have anybody coming into your home and like taking something from you. This could be energy, ideas. It could be physical stuff too. But it's like it's somebody who thinks they slick, like, and they'll do it again. They're coming back for them two swords, you know. Okay. For the outcome and future, we got the 7 of Wands. There's 2 7s here. And the rest are major arcanas and the Queen of Wands. So something about like staying on your square, staying in your bag. And 7s are significant. 7 7, look that up. 7 of Wands. The outcome in the future is you standing your ground. This is fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. It's you standing your ground in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you packing or not, or you got a bat behind the door, but I feel like you're defending yourself. Okay. What is that? Yeah, so let me see if I want to get an oracle or I want to clarify anything. I'm not going to clarify. So let's clarify this death card in the past. This transformation. I feel like it's transformation for my cardinal signs. So I'm about to feel the fear and do it anyway. Hey, Shaylee. What's good? So excited. I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Sorry so much. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for the like. Okay. I'm gonna say back, you know what I'm saying? Back at it. How you feel? I'm so lit. Oh my god. I'm so lit. Okay. We finna clarify this past card. All day, every day. You know what I'm talking about? Period. All day, every day. I like that shit. I like that. Okay. Let's clarify this death card in the past. Talking about this transformation that you had no choice. And I feel like this transformation led you to the Queen of Wands. You know, I'm just gonna like share this, but I don't know. Just came to mind. But I was gonna say something about like standing in your power and not letting anybody knock you off. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be in your power, but like if you get off your throne constantly, like you know, it might be hard for people to decipher like who's royalty, who's a peasant. Because you ever heard that shit that it'd be like, if two people are arguing, nobody knows. Like people are gonna think both of the people are in trouble. They're not gonna know who's right or who's wrong. They just know both of these people is arguing and acting crazy. So the point is not acting crazy, not getting off your throne. You know what I'm saying? Even when people is doing, you know what I'm saying, stuff like this. But I feel like there's a way to like protect yourself. You know? Why did I feel like these could be offers? Because you could be looking so good. And you see these wands like coming at you. And you got your stick, which I feel like represents like your masculine energy. And you like, nah. You like, nah. especially if you sense this type of energy from them. You know, the Queen of Wands is like they attract a lot of attention. They attract attention from everybody. So it's really important to decipher who you're dealing with, because some people might not mean you good. You know what I'm saying? So tell me about this death card in the past. Okay, I didn't. This card didn't pop, but the Eight of Swords is here. So it's like being in your head. Maybe you're transforming, like being in your head. It's like when you're on your throne and you know who you are. It's like it's you're not really gonna be in your head because you're gonna be moving. You in your head when you're thinking about what somebody said to you. When you're thinking about what kind of person you may want to be perceived as by this person, you're gonna be in your head about that. But it's like when you know who you are, it's like I don't give a fuck what you think. It's like not really. It's not even something that you gotta really like vocalize all the time. But it's like that's just how you're moving though. It's like let me get a card that pops though. Tell me about this death card. Tell me about this death card for in the past for my cardinal signs. Tell me about this death card. Ooh, I know you must. Death and Rebirth card came out. I'm clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot deck, right? So Death and Rebirth, like if that's not no extra confirmation, I don't know what is. 13, Death and Rebirth, right? So it's like you're I was gonna say reinventing yourself. Okay. Um, I just wanted to see something if it's on here. Yeah, death is 13, right? And the Scorpio energy 2 times, right? Transformation old makes way for new. Okay. So sometimes I like to feel like you got to throw out the old to have new, period. But it says old makes way for new. So it's like whatever you learned in your past is what made you into this Queen of Wands energy right here. Somebody who is confident with themselves. There's a lot of yellow over here. So like solar plexus energy. So it's like you don't really need to run anything by nobody. I feel like that. Maybe you're putting an end to that, you know? I feel like that. Okay. Look, King of Wands right here. King of Wands. Maybe somebody in your life inspired you. It could be a partner, but also this, like I said, this could be your own masculine energy, like your balance between your masculine and feminine energy. So yes, you could be, you know what I'm saying, looking good and everything like that. But then when it comes down to it, if you need to put somebody in their place, you know, that's what you're gonna do. So okay, 9 of Wands is it was at the bottom of it. I just wanted to look at it. Okay, 9 of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy in this reading, but 9 of Wands. Okay, traditionally it's wounded warrior, but look at this card. Does she really look like a wounded warrior? Not really. She's looking like come at me. She's looking like come at me, son. But I feel like okay, 9 of Wands. Okay, is a burden. So it still is a burden. Okay, even this death and rebirth process, it could feel like a burden because you're moving in ways maybe you wasn't moving before. It's new, shit like that. Clarify this Queen of Wands presently for my cardinal signs. 2 cards came out. The Fool card and 3 of Wands. Ooh, I like this. So the Queen of Wands. You know what though? Man, I be trying to backtrack because this death card is clarified with the death card again. It seems redundant, right? So that's why I wanted to see what the book says here, but they're probably gonna say the same thing, transformation, blah blah blah. So it says cycles of transformation, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, endings, a symbolic death and initiation process. So you could even be putting death to a certain personality trait of yours. It doesn't have to be personality trait, but just the way that you've been moving. Like you could be putting death to something, like a self-image of yours. Like maybe you viewed yourself a certain way, or maybe people projected onto you a certain image and you're like, nah, keep that. Like I don't know who you're talking about. Like you like when they talk to you, you like confused, like who they talking to. Okay, so clarifying the Queen of Wands is a full card, but I don't know why I'm getting like research because, but it's really not research. It's really like experiences. So it's not even like you're reading books and stuff like that or watching YouTube videos. It's like your experiences, like you're having new experiences maybe within this energy, and it's like you're gaining your information, like you're gaining your data. You could be dating, gaining your data about society, about the opposite sex or the same sex or people in general. So the Three of Wands is here too. Three of Wands, I feel like it's like you look, okay, so she's got the surfboard, right? And that is the water, but it looks like the sun been set or something like that. Or maybe the sun is about to, no, it looks like the sun, it looks like nighttime though. And then boom, it got the fire sticks right there and the wands on fire. I feel like though it's not the Six of Swords, but I still feel like it's like on some setting sail, like seeing what's on the horizon for you, right? And I feel like whatever's on the horizon is what you create. Like I was reading for the general, and it said something about synchronicities. I create synchronicities or something like that. Like it's about like having your mind set on something and creating it your own world type shit. So, but let me see what the book say though. For love, let me see. Three of Wands, energy manifested, waiting for the results of your effort, the arrival of opportunities, finally understanding your ambitions, continuous improvement, and moving in the right direction, progress. I like that. I like that. Okay, so for help is the Magician, right? So I was gonna say something else, something about gaining information though. It's something like research or something like that. Oh, it's like on my mind. I don't know, but okay. So so I'm about to shuffle these cards, but the Four of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. I'm about to clarify the Magician, but the Four of Swords, you know, it comes after the Three of Swords, after heartbreak and shit like that. So boom, and she's in the nest, and it's like she's mending her heart, because it do give me like a kind of like a knitting type of feel, like you knitted your heart back together or something like that. Yeah, because like the heart is like the heartstring. It's like a thread, and then she made a heart with it. So you know, a lot of times they say like people learn when they don't have no love in their life or no money or no love, no money, and something else. And then that's when people learn the most or something like that. That's what teaches you lessons. But I was gonna say no hope. And that made me so sad. Oh gosh. No love, no money, no hope. Oh damn. Okay, so when you feel like that and it's like you didn't die, then boom, you didn't die though. So you in bed and you like, I didn't die, but I felt all this pain. Okay, as well. Eventually I be thinking like everybody's different, but eventually you're gonna get to this Four of Swords, and it's like you're gonna. That's when you sniffling. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're not crying no more. You sniffling. So tell me about this Magician, though. Tell me about this Magician. This help. There's three cards came out. This could be it could be people that's helping you. But you know what's so crazy? Three cards came out. The Magician is one of them. It's actually the second card that came out though. The first card I saw was the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Okay. So you could be manifesting your money, you manifesting your well-being. You see how her face looks? Jatu Sabi. You see her face? It's like who's bothering her? Nobody. What are you talking about? The Magician. So this is what you could be manifesting. And then with justice, I mean, it could be talking about a court case. I feel like if you was wronged in a court case, like you're gonna be brought justice. But this could also be like spiritual, universal justice. I feel like you're manifesting justice though. You could have talked to your angels like, oh, this person, they wronged me. Like, can you handle that? Can you handle my light work? You know what I'm saying? I feel like look at this face though. They're two different people. They look similar, but to me, this is like dark side and this is like light side. You know what I'm saying? And also like the scales. I'm thinking about okay. So I'm thinking about like Egyptian culture, Anubis. Anubis, that's like the jackal, and he's like the one, ain't he like the one, like correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't he like the one that like when people cross over and to see if they're gonna go in the pit of fire, he makes sure like your heart has to be lighter than a feather, right? Because it has to be pure. So with this magician here, I feel like you're I feel like God, angels, your ancestors, like there's like they're rooting for your justice, and like God sees everything that's going on. So it's like you're getting your, if you want to say karma, you're getting a good karma, and somebody else is getting what they deserve, and it could not be that good. You know what I'm saying? Because look at this. It's like it's fair. It's fair. So you know, it's like a group of kids, and I don't know. This might not be a good example, but I was gonna say it's like a group of kids, and maybe the mom knows that like the oldest child should have knew better, and they beat the oldest child, and they don't beat the young ones because they feel like that's fair. Now, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say corporate punishment, but is that called corporate? Or is that when they used to beat kids used to get beat in school? You know that? But anyway, yeah. So okay. Let's clarify this 7 of Wands for the future outcome. Judgment. Oh gosh. Judgment. I don't know. Some in the air, something like that. But with justice and then judgment coming out now, it's like, okay, so it's clarifying the 7 of Wands. So you could have like people in your life or something like that made you feel defensive. And look at the bottom of the deck is a 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. It's like people strategizing to compete with you, to knock you off what you're doing, to reach for your fire and reach for what you got. And I feel like recruiting people to help them do it too. It's like judgment is being, I want to say, casted on these people. With the 7 of Wands here, it's like anybody who makes you feel like that defensive energy, like I feel like they're being taken care of. It don't gotta be bad or good. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't it don't have to be bad or good. Because sometimes people feel like, oh, like nice people finish last or some shit like that. But that's the point. I mean, if you believe that, whatever. But the point is, don't be a nice person. Be yourself. Because being a nice person is too close to, I mean, it depends. Because with the American language, sometimes people could be saying something and it means something else. So you gotta be real clear. You know what I'm saying? So being a nice person doesn't mean being a people pleaser. Okay, somebody could call me mean because I don't want to do what they want me to do, but I'm being nice to myself, and they could be being mean to me because they want me to do what they want me to do. The point is, you don't need to consult anybody that makes you feel this energy like you gotta be defensive. Now, in the intuitives, I was talking about ego. I was like, maybe somebody needs to check their ego. So if this is you, then, but if it's not you, then maybe somebody around you. But yeah, so anybody makes you feel defensive and shit like that, like judgment is being judgment. Like you could release yourself. You see the spirit coming out, this lady? You could release yourself. You could be free. And I don't even feel like it has to come through actual death. Because with this death and rebirth, it's power off. Don't embarrass me like that. My speaker, let's speak to that. Okay. So I was gonna say, you know how sometimes you be around people, right? And you notice that they don't do certain stuff when other people's around. It's like, or they do stuff because it's you, but they wouldn't try somebody else like that. Or maybe maybe it's the other way around. Maybe they don't try you like that, but they try everybody else like that. It's like that energy of boundaries. This is where I start. This is where I end. This is where you start, and this is where you end. All right. Yeah. So I feel like that's what you're manifesting. I kind of want to look what's behind this card. Queen of Cups. Behind this Five of Wands, this conflict and stuff, is the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so with that Queen of Cups energy, like, unfortunately, people could feel like it's always a pushover. But I don't know. Me personally, like I be letting people feel how they feel. Like, why would I change your mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but at the same time, though, it's like, this is where I start, and this is where I end. This is where you start. This is where you still got to put people in their place. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do got to speak up and let people, because it's like, they act like they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta explicitly tell them or something. But yeah, I feel like that's what you're doing. You're manifesting. I feel like a new life. Like, I don't know. It sounds so generic though. hmm. Okay. Let's go Oracle card. Alright. But yeah. Let me know if this reading resonated with y'all. Cardinal signs. And I'm gonna get an oracle card from these mermaids. I see 3 people in here. Can I get 3 likes? Cause you better not be driving. You better not be driving. Okay. Let me get 1 card, please. 1. I have so many cards. Like, don't you want more cards? The Silky and her skin. Reclaiming your authenticity. 25. 25 or 52 could be significant. Reclaiming your authenticity. Okay, so look, I be feeling like, to be honest though, y'all, I be feeling like, when I be watching readings and shit, I be feeling like it's like a secret society or something like that. Because even this authenticity, like, for some reason, people be acting like, you know what? And then when we look at like celebrities and people like that, we be admiring them. We be like, oh, this person's so unique. Like, we be admiring them. But at the same time though, and it's not even like, it's the opposite of a spectacle. Because you know how people like point at somebody and laugh and be like, and single them out. It's the opposite of spectacle. So these people are singled out, but it's not in a negative way. But they're still different from like the rest of society, or at least they're set apart. So your authenticity is what sets you apart. But you know what's so crazy is that, like, I don't know, me personally, like, I understand that group mentality, and that group mentality, like, oh, I want to wear what everybody else is wearing type of thing. Like, oh, we all wearing this. Like, we all doing this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that ends in high school. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to college, people just be rolling out of bed, going to class, and doing whatever they want to do. Like authenticity, like doing what they want to do. So I feel like as an adult, you got priorities. So it's like it's not really about what so and so is doing. To me, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the way the world. I feel like that's the way. Okay, let's go to 25. I want to see what this says. The silky and her skin. I wonder if a silky is like a type of seal because there's seals on here. Okay, and you know, seals they be having blubber. They be having blubber and stuff like people using that for oil. Is it seals or whales? I don't know, but I think they be having blubber too because that's what keeps them warm and stuff like that. But I was gonna say, I wonder if silky is like another word for seal because people use their skins. Did people use their skins for stuff? Let me see. Shut up. I didn't even do that. I don't even got TikTok, so but you know how them commercials be. Okay, so silky. Oh well, I'm about to read this, but I just want to see if it's a real. Ooh. Okay, so silky meaning a mythical creature that resembles a seal in the water but assumes human form on land. Oh, she's she that's her. I thought she was a mermaid, but no, she's a silky. So in the water, she looks like them. In the water, she looks like them, but when she's on land, she looks like a person. So crazy. And the mermaid only gets to be human for like 1 day a year. Really? Kind kind of it's a cursed mermaid who got turned into a silky. Oh man, this shit. I be so like it would be so cool. You know what I'm saying? The mythology for me. It's the mythology for me. So let's see what this says. It says reclaiming your authenticity. I didn't even know that though. I didn't even know that. That's like some Ariel shit. That's like some I want to see the prince. Was he a prince? I don't know, but she was pressed to get some legs, you know? So, okay. So, reclaim your authenticity. The mermaids sing. To receive this card is to receive a message from the most wise and kind of mermaids that you who are now reading this must return to the form in which you are free. Because the tale, oh, Prince Eric, yeah. Because the tale of the silky is that of a creature who has been captured, who has had their deep wildness tamed, who has in some ways fallen into an amnesic state simply in order to deal with the loss. It seems that if you remember all that has been taken from you, your heart could break and your will could die. The Silkies is the story for all of us who have forgotten our strength, our freedom, our right to choose again and again our delight in life. The Silky story speaks very deeply of the divine feminine and the innate need for women to be free in choosing who to be with, to be free, even in raising their children, to have sisters to dance with, and to worship beneath the moon. It speaks of the crime of seeking to possess and to capture anything that is free, and of keeping us from the element of water, from our womb's sanctity, from our emotional, watery selves to keep us on land rather than in the flow. It is true that this love of the feminine brings bounty and balance, fortune and favor to men as well as women. We are all robbed if she is stolen from. Likewise, we are all liberated when she is sovereign and made sacred. Ooh. Okay. In case this is in reverse, your innocence has been exploited. The allure of the feminine divine entrapment, and the quest reclaiming of personal freedom. Are you at this time uncomfortable in your own skin? Take time out from the responsibilities of housework, of family, and of the roles you may be cast in your life. This is not to this is not to sow discontent or to hurt families or to dishonor the magic that can be held sacred within the mothering and partnership duties. But it is but it is to remember the call of your wild spirit. It is to allow your emotions and your womb wisdom to flow. Allow your own sovereignty and your own freedom to take precedence from time to time. Be free and return to domestic life because it is your wish and your honor. Do not ever allow your spirit to be captive. Be silky. Divination. If this card has come to you, it is time to dance, to be free, and to join with groups of women who wish to simply be. Free to dance under the moonlight, free of dogma and even of political correctness. A time without children, without relationships, and without other couples around you. The joys of being single or of being free. A time to leave family and partners for a while. To claim your sea skin back. Choose safe environments. Do not trust people who come to you at this time and want to take care of you. This may be code for wishing to capture you. Go to a place where you are among your own gender and where you can be nurtured by contact with your own kind. Find a sacred place to visit and commit to a regular timeout in that safe haven. It is now time for you to support and encourage the freedom of other humans and creatures. When we do this, our own freedom becomes more natural to us. Make a donation for seal conservation. Do not support practices or companies that benefit from the seal hunts that still take place. Visit the lands of silky lore and legend, the Orkney Isles in the far north of Scotland, Iceland, the Scandinavias, Northern Ireland, and her cold seas, or travel in visions, past life memories, and dreams, and set your silky self free. I like that shit. Okay. So basically, sovereignty, sovereignty, sovereignty. Oh, you want this? Now I'm good. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unfortunate though, because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate though, because you be feeling like some things, you know, like shit comes straight from God. Like I'm blessed. It comes straight from God though, right? And also my own work that I put in and stuff. And 42, 42. But I was gonna say, God works through people, right? But you know who also works through people. Okay. Who sent you? Sometimes you gotta step back and be like, who sent you? You know what I'm saying? So this message is for the end of August. So you might want to be in that energy just to be have discernment. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, especially people who's in that energy of let me take care of you. And it could be really the veil of let me take care of you, but behind the scenes is really let me control you. You know what I'm saying? And nobody got time for that, okay? No, at all. Like I got my own agenda. What do you mean I got to be a part of what you're doing? Like what? I already got an agenda. I already got. Okay, so I like that card. I'm about to. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next reading to be honest, because we have 42 minutes here. But I'm having fun. I'm gonna get a card from the Spirit Junkie deck. Okay, let's get one card, please. Spirit Junkie. We get one card, please. I appreciate y'all being in here. Can y'all like the video? Okay. Thank you kindly. Okay. So this card said all is well. Okay. In case you thought all wasn't well, this is telling you all is well. Take a deep breath. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good would come. Only good will come. I am safe. And you know, the reason why affirmations are important is because you want these thoughts in your mind. Or when you feel like some type of way, like you could think back to, you know what? I'm strong. I'm beautiful. I'm capable. Okay. Period. Period. Because people might come at you and you'd be like, who are you talking to? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, I looked at this card I haven't maybe looked at all these cards in this deck, but it says the difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. Okay, interesting. Because even I was telling somebody else that sometimes readings, it could be like you versus them, and don't necessarily have to be like that. It could be a you versus you. You know what I'm saying? And when we interact with people, they could be like showing us parts of ourselves that we're not trying to see. So be mindful of that. The difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. But I'm not even getting that energy of like, it could be. I don't know. If somebody has a really hard time of looking at themselves, then okay, but oh, I don't know. Because I do feel comfortable like blaming people for stuff. Like you did this to me. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody did something to me, right? I'm pointing at you did this to me, right? And then right, got how many fingers pointed at me, back at me. So I did 3 things to myself. Okay, so boom. So it could be a situation like this. Look closely at my own behavior. So, oh, this person did this to me, but did I leave myself open for that person to do me like that? You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even when I said, oh, like who are you talking to? You could have like portrayed yourself in a certain way where this person felt like they was talking to the right person. They feel like they're talking to, so it's like being mindful of your own behavior and how you're moving and how, I guess, how your perception, how people are perceiving you and stuff like that. But I don't know. Me personally, I don't be caring. Like, I don't know. Like, or maybe I tell myself that, but because okay, perception is reality, but my perception is my reality. You know, I'm not trying to change anybody's perception. Think what you want to think. Feel how you want to feel. That's how I be feeling though. But I don't know, because I guess the people that you do care about, I guess you do care about their perception of you. You're supposed to, right? I don't know. I'll figure this shit. I don't know, bro. I just feel like be yourself. Your soul tribe's gonna come. You ain't gotta do nothing extra. I feel like you don't gotta do nothing extra. Like, why? If you want somebody around you that's gonna be like this and that, be around them people. It might not be me. You know what I'm saying? I might not be the one for you to do this and that, but there's people like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think I'm gonna come back and do fixed signs. Thank you so much for everybody that showed up. Shaylee. Thank you for tuning in. You understand? I don't even know how long you've been like, you understand, saying what's up. But I'm excited. You understand? Because I've been missing. I'm back now. Okay, so yeah. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in, liking the video, subscribing. See y'all later.